Hello, St. Louis, and welcome to OnSTL.com.
Our segment is brought to you by the Office of McBurdy, Hart & Kelly, proudly helping clients in the St. Louis area with automobile accidents, insurance defense, workers' compensation defense, subrogation, and more.
Joy, here at Honest TL, I have so often wanted to say it's a St. Louis thing.
Yes.
But I know I'd be stealing it from Aaron Mermelstein over at HEC TV, so we invited Aaron in today.
I don't own it. I mean, people have been saying, you wouldn't understand it's a St. Louis thing since long before I was doing those stories.
Yeah, well, in my book, you own it now, pal.
You
well-deserved.
could say it's a St. Louis thing.
I wouldn't.
Another
right ahead.
And you say, hey, that's a...
Recently, Aaron released a book called Octopus Garden, and it's about something that we all grew up with in our age group.
Correct.
And
I'm just going to jump in and say he loves this book.
I love the fact that he loves
it. And he's like,
it is one of those books
I can't believe this book.
We should do a video about it.
Yeah, we should make a movie.
It is so fun to read that when you're done, you go, oh, it's over. It's just a damn fun book, Aaron.
I am just tickled.
Yeah.
Stop it, Joy.
This sentence on the cover says it all.
Because he's still got it, and I don't have it.
Yeah, well, Rick's borrowing it.
I got to get it, which, by the way, where do we get it? Let's just say that right now.
First of all, Amazon in paperback and ebook.
Yeah.
And you can download a Kindle from Amazon. You don't have to have a Kindle device. I have it on my phone.
There's a Kindle app.
There's a Kindle app. I have it on my phone. You can download it to a tablet. You can download it to your computer, whatever you want. Just download the app.
And some local bookstores.
Oh, yeah. I got to say, it's Subterranean Books, Main Street Books in St. Charles, and that's it for now.
Well, considering the subject matter, Subterranean Books couldn't be better.
Yeah.
I thought so too.
Tell us about the
You remember the Paul is Dead?
Yes,
the Paul is Dead
course.
thing back in 1970, I believe.
69, 70
or so, yeah.
It's astonishing how many people are still into the whole Paul is Dead thing. Not only isn't this a curiosity that happened a long time ago, but there are people who still believe that the Paul McCartney that we know today was replaced long time ago.
Pretty amazing. By another prolific writer.
But hold
with
it.
A beautiful voice.
Why is it that Paul was dead when everybody knew Keith Richards was dead?
Right.
And nobody ever said
all the
anything
clues
about
are there. But as this book says, Paul is Dead was only the beginning. Now, Aaron took it from there, stretched it to Octopus's Garden and Pepperland, and all of these clues are in here that there's this geodesic dome, glass geodesic dome that was built on the bottom of the Pacific Ocean near the Jarvis Islands, south of Hawaii.
I don't need to be here. You guys just go ahead and speak.
Yeah, we don't need you. Well, you don't need you.
So you create this whole scenario and plot line about starting with the Paul is Dead.
Aaron, tell us about it.
Well, it started, I was a college DJ at the time.
Same place
in Columbia,
I was,
Missouri. Same station where Ron worked for a while.
Did you know each other back then?
No, we did not.
Oh.
That was not uncommon, though. Students came and went.
You better put that in the book.
Next edition.
The next book,
Next edition. And literally, I'm reading the newspaper one morning. You remember newspapers?
Yeah.
People would read them in the mornings. And there's a little teeny tiny article, which I wish I could still find. I can't even find it on microfilm. And it said, rumors in Europe that Beatle may have died. And it was as simple as that. And I tore it out. I put it in my pocket. And I was on the air at that little station from 9 to 11 at night, which is prime time for college radio. That's when kids are finishing. Yeah. And then another guy came in and worked 11 to 1, which is even primer time because, everybody's up at that point.
Yes.
I didn't say that. You did. We lived in different places.
Okay.
And you know how it was. You'd come in before your shift, and was the previous guy's shift is ending, and you'd bring your stack of albums in, and you'd plop them on the desk, and you say, "Hi, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing?" And I took that article out of my pocket. I said, "Did you see this?" And he said, "Yeah, I did see that." And I said, "You want to talk about it?" So I was supposed to be off the air at 11. He was supposed to be off the air at 1 and go out into the hallway and literally flick a switch that shut the station down. Turned it off for the night till 6 o'clock in the morning. We were on the air till 3 o'clock in the morning. We knew a few clues. Like if you take this, the number one clue of all of the Paul is Dead clues is you take
Abbey Road.
No, the White
really?
Album.
Oh, okay.
This will work out well on video on it.
Love that.
The White Album, and if you put on
the backwards.
Revolution number 9.
Yes.
Right.
Which,
number 9,
as we all knew, as listeners who bought the album and listened to it, it's 9 minutes of noise. It's just nothing.
And you hear it.
But if you
number
go,
9,
yeah.
number 9, and backwards.
If you take it, and at that time we were on turntables, and you got to put your finger on it and throw the turntable into neutral, and try and keep it at about 33 1/3, going backwards more or less.
And you don't think these people were stoned?
I don't know. We were not.
Anyway, so what does it say?
Well, on forward it says number 9, number 9, number 9, number 9, and backwards unmistakably it says, "Turn me on, dead man. Turn me on, dead man.
so that was clue number
Turn
1.
me on, dead man. Turn me on, dead man." And then we would find another couple of them. Hey, let's take a look at at Abbey Road. No. Let's even go to
Okay.
Sergeant Pepper, Magical Mystery Tour.
Okay.
Because this is the biggie. Okay, and these are the ones that are just so obvious.
Yeah, you got, well, right on the cover, it got everyone in white except
See,
one.
you got to figure that
Yeah.
one out. That one takes some thought.
That took, yeah, because
When
it
you
took a
look
song
at-
to explain
When
it.
you look at this picture, you got, and see, this is the problem. When we went to CDs, you lost
You
these.
lost all
You
this.
lost this
Yeah,
art.
right.
We can see that it's Paul McCartney. It's an actor playing a soldier. But what does that say?
Was.
It says I was.
I was, okay.
It says Paul McCartney
Not
is.
I am,
it
like
says-
Neil Diamond.
Actually, it says I you was.
Now,
Like
how
I
old
am,
was
I
he? How old
said.
was he at that point? He was 27.
I was going to say 27, which is
27.
when
So now
everybody was dying.
Now go to Abbey Road.
All right.
Hey,
I was going to
cover.
show you another one on this one. I'm going to keep my finger in it.
We can't do too many of them.
Okay.
So,
Abbey Road.
because we want to get to the part of the book.
Well, this is the next biggie.
Yeah, right. You have all of them dressed very differently, and each of them, how they're dressed, is symbolic of a funeral, right?
Exactly. John is in white. He's the minister. Ringo is in all black. You can see the age on this album. He's the funeral director. Paul
Paul has no shoes.
has no shoes. And
So he's in
people
the
say,
coffin.
people say he's dead. They don't bury people in shoes. I don't know that.
Right.
Okay.
And George is in this denim shirt with
grave
jeans.
digger.
He's the grave digger. Not only that, John, Ringo, and George, I almost forgot his name, George, are all in step, and Paul is the only one out of step with them.
Now, I mentioned... he was-
And one
Go
more,
ahead.
he's holding his cigarette in his right hand. Paul was left-handed. Everybody knows that.
Okay.
He's
Now,
marching to a different
I mentioned
drum.
he was 27 years old. And look at the license plate on the Volkswagen.
This is it. This is a killer.
A killer.
What kind of Volkswagen is that, by the way?
A beetle.
Thank you.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah.
The license
I was
plate.
trying to... There's a trick question.
The license plate says 28 if.
If he had lived, he would be 28.
It's unmistakable.
I'm getting
It's
goosebumps now.
Okay, here's the thing,
Is
though.
this a
There,
red
there were
room, red
tons
room?
of things like this, and they were going nuts over this till 3 in the morning. And in the novel he wrote here, it's the same story. So it is a novel about this guy who apparently was based on you,
Yeah.
named Jeff Scott.
Correct.
I mean, that's just a quick overview. He is saying that the Beatles created, or not the Beatles, but Beatles created
with a group of others.
created this geodesic dome called Octopus's Garden. Congratulations. It is a really fun read. I hope people do pick it up. Now, did you give us copies to give away?
These are yours
Good.
for somebody else.
Then
for somebody
we're
else's.
happy to do that for you. And could you sign these also?
I would be more than happy.
Terrific. Aaron, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Great.
Thank you. I'm just tickled to be here and tickled that you read the book and enjoyed it. And I hope you do too.